Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is my very first video. I have no idea what I'm doing. I know that so many people are going to have so many things to say, but I just want to take a second to express my opinion on one topic that I've just come across, and that is the recent tragic loss of Asian McGowan and Anthony Powell. And I know that there are a lot of people who are going to disagree with that first statement, like, how is Anthony Powell a victim or whatever. But, let's use the critical definition of victim and establish that he is a victim because he has suffered a tragic. He has suffered from a tragedy. Even if by his own hands, he's a victim of himself, if anything. So let's establish that, number one. This is only my opinion. Don't call the Lord on me. Don't call the law. This is only my opinion. And it is absolutely my opinion that we are completely milking this situation and turning it into a media frenzy in a way, even though it's not on the news or, the media is not taking advantage of it. It probably was something, run in Detroit, but, Michigan. But, honestly, it probably was run there, but let's not do it on YouTube, let's not do it on Facebook, let's not do it. This girl's family and friends have suffered, colleagues and whoever else have suffered, his family and friends have suffered, colleagues, whatever, whoever else, obviously he had some type of friends, they've suffered as well. And what I do want to establish is that we try to show better empathy skills, use our empathy skills, because we all have it. Just try to use it. There's so many of y'all running around saying all type of whatever. A lot of y'all are making fun. A lot of y'all are calling her a nigga bitch and all type of other stuff and laughing about him. And obviously he was seriously disturbed, and she has now suffered at his hands. And it has to be really hard and dramatic to make the decision. You don't have to, but to choose to take your own life, to choose to take another person's life, that cannot be a regular everyday decision that is made. You can't be a normal, regular old person who decides to kill yourself and the girl that you like. We keep discussing and laughing about him and saying that he went on rants and things of that nature. He doesn't necessarily go on rants. You gotta remember, he did go on rants. Let me not completely go in and debauch everything I'm trying to say. He did rant and rave, but you have to remember that this guy was a theater major. A theater major. So that means that what? He was very theatrical in everything that he did, You go in and do research on this situation, because a lot of people are touched by it. A lot of people have taken it very close to home because from a female standpoint and a male, I'm not a male, but let's be real, from a female standpoint, you have to realize that sometimes you have a person that's interested in you that you're not necessarily interested in him, and he may take it the wrong way. A lot of guys are like, whatever, small fish in the sea, boo, whatever, you wasn't even that cute anyway, because that's what y'all say. That's what y'all say. You weren't that cute anyway. I was trying to do you a favor, But their ego is still, nonetheless, the ego has been tampered with just a bit. In this case, this is a case where he was many times turned down by her. He became infatuated with her. He became obsessed with her, discussed her on his, videos and blogs and things like that. And it took a turn for the worse because he had already fallen into that depression where he discussed that he was going to kill himself. So this was not this was premeditated. If, even murder against himself, murder against this young woman, it was premeditated. And, I just want to take a moment to issue my deepest, most sympathetic condolences to the family and the friends of both Adrian McGowan and Anthony Powell, because this is nonetheless a tragic event. It really is. And we have to remember that they are both someone's children, someone's family, someone's loved one, even if it's just a friend or a colleague or just an associate. There's just people who have liking and care for these two individuals, and these are human lives that have been taken. and we need to empathize better, because this. Let me just take another moment to discuss a few people that have taken this situation and have turned it into a situation about themselves. And I want to call out two females, one young lady who I'm pretty sure that if you look at any of the videos pertaining to Asia McGowan or Anthony Powell in this event, she has taken 30 minutes out of our time, and very boringly, to discuss how she makes it seem at first like she was dating him, on a relationship with him, which she obviously wasn't. She just happened to be one of his other friends on Facebook. She tried to make it seem as though, oh, at first I thought it was him playing, trying to see if he would get a response out of me. Like, is this something I'm misunderstanding? Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't see where the connection is, where he would have to go out his way to attempt to make you think, or attempt to go out his way to make himself a tragedy in order to impress you. I don't see it. If I'm wrong, y'all, come on, please correct me. If you know who I'm talking about, I don't remember her name because she really not that important to me, to be completely honest. I'm not trying to hate or anything, but I don't respect what she attempted to do by going and now making it seem as though she was a hot commodity in his life, or she knew him in a sexual relationship, or even like a personal relationship, romantically, whatever, if they were involved. The way that she's making it seem like, there are so many people that want to talk to me, and so many people are waiting to hear from me, and, she was saying how she had been contacted by this reporter, and she called the reporter from wherever she is. She called the reporter on her cell phone, so she made that very clear to say. And the reporter was short with her, or, told her, well, you just gotta thank God it wasn't you. I think that the reporter may have been short with her because now it's old news, because you gotta be honest, this is their job. This old news now in her mind. And two, you're not even really a topic, you're not an issue. I didn't see any newsreels about her where she was interviewed on camera, where they searched her and searched for her. I don't see that. The reporters did their digging and found that she was another friend of his on Facebook, and they may have communicated, and the reporters saw that. I don't see how it's now about you, where everybody wants to hear from you in reference to what happened. I really don't see it. I just wanted to call her out for a second because it just was nonsense. It really was. Like I said, I don't know her name. Some of you probably know who I'm talking about because, you guys are following the events that took place. But I just don't see where she is such a high commodity that, he had to go up and out his way, to try to make her think that something had happened to him. I don't agree. I mean, like I said, this is my opinion. You can hate it, you can love it, I really don't care. But this is my opinion. And, while I wrap up, being that, this is just my first video, I don't know what I'm doing too much, and I felt so inclined to discuss this topic. Girl, please, okay? That's what I'm going to say. Until someone tells me otherwise, I just see it as a ploy to get some time for yourself and for you to seem like you were very important. Because I look at some of the other videos, it doesn't seem like you're discussing anything of too much pertinence. I really thought that you were suffering somehow from this event, and come to find out you're not. Come to find out you just basically try to play on that. Like I said, my main thing is to discuss, at least air my opinion on it, and to call out some of the people that are just being very negative and very unsupporting right now in this time of bereavement, because these people are suffering. Both families are suffering. This is fairly new, this is happening in April. It's only June. We need to step it up and stop being so damn negative and so damn critical of, if the girl is gone, the guy is gone. Let's stop trying to critique what they did in their videos and their lifestyles, and let's just establish that, let's offer their families our condolences and, continue to keep their memory in a positive light. But, just stop, stop. Because it ain't even cute. It's just, over it, I just acted like a gay guy for a minute. Over it. Seriously, though, just take it easy. Take a nap or something, okay? For now, let us